The way forward is we will take it upon ourselves. We will take it upon ourselves to ensure that they do the right thing, even if
every young person has a national ID. We'll ensure that every young person has a voter's card.
These are diseases that ought to have been treated in early childhood.
William Samoei Ruto knows, and if he doesn't know, I will tell him now. He's the last of his generation. Malizeni Muende.
All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you are all doing amazing. As you have heard there, we have Kasmuel and Eric Omondi giving the way forward towards the Gen Z's protest here in Kenya. Remember that Gen Z's have been protesting to have changes in the current Kenya Kwanza government, and within a few days these guys have achieved a lot. Remember that we saw the rejection of the finance bill, which brought in a lot of fight here in the country. We also saw the resignation of the police general Jabed Kohome. We also witnessed the dissolving of the Kenyan cabinet by the president, of which now we have new nominated cabinet secretaries, and Gen Zs have not been satisfied with what Ruto has done so far. Remember that they are also spearheading for accountability and of corruption, among other big issues, including job creations for the youths who have been jobless for some time. And Eric Omondi has given a very nice move towards what Gen Zs need to do next, but that he has talked about every Gen Z having a voters card come 2027, which is a very big move. Remember, in a democratic country, that's the only way to remove a sitting government, through the ballot, and that's a very nice move which Eric Omondi has suggested. I want us first to hear what Eric Omondi said about every Gen Z having a voters card come 2027. So let us listen to this video, then I will continue with the next topic.
Every young person has a national ID. We'll ensure that every young person has a voter's card, because as my friend has said here, 70% of Kenyans are young people. And let me tell you, what akina Jomo Kenyatta and Oginga Odinga did, that was freedom. What akina Matakarua did was the second liberation. President William Samoei Ruto knows, and if he doesn't know, I will tell him now. He's the last of his generation. Malizeni Muende.
All right.
So as you have heard there, that's Eric suggesting that every youth should have, every youth need to have a voters card. Remember that most of these Gen Zs can have a big impact if everyone has a voters card. So come 2027, they can choose their leaders who they think that they will bring in changes to this current government, and that's the only way to remove a sitting president, as I have said earlier. So this is a very good nice all hand fight which Eric Omondi is suggesting, all giving to the Gen Z who have a very high number, or they represent the highest number in our country, Kenya. So if every Gen Z come 2027 as a voters card and they go to the ballot, I know that they will bring in the change, or they will bring in leaders who will represent them well, not only in the top government seats but also from the grassroots. We are talking about MCAs, we also have governors, members of parliament, and all other political nominations. So that's a very good answer is there. All that's a very good plan from Eric Omondi. We also have Kasmuel, who has suggested that they will make sure that they are the watchdog, or they will make sure that they make the current government accountable. He has given also a very nice advice to the Gen Z which they should apply. So I want us to listen to Kasmuel, then I will come up with the last part of this video.
The way forward is we will take it upon ourselves. We will take it upon ourselves to ensure that they do the right thing, even if it and I think if we have to call for mass action again, we will call for mass action, because it seems as though the people of Kenya have been left in a limbo. We're in a sort of lacuna where nobody cares Nobody cares anymore. The people who we looked up to as the bastions of social change have absolutely abandoned us. You find them spewing propaganda on social media. They want to besmirch our names. They want to sow disunity. And now I think it has come to a point where we have said that enough is enough. When we're looking at these nominations and whatever is happening in terms of governance, you can tell even the advisors that enjoy taxpayer money, quite literally, there's very little brain activities. So they have 2 brain cells and they are all competing for 3rd place. Quite literally, this is a call for better healthcare services, because if we had functional healthcare, we would not have these kinds of legislators. These are diseases that ought to have been treated in early childhood. That is, we're dealing with people who are sick. It requires proper healthcare and exorcism, not those.
So as you have heard there, that is Kasmuel saying that they will make sure that the government does the right thing. Doing the right thing means that all their demands, they will spearhead and make sure that the government put into application all their demands which they have raised. Remember that the Gen Z demonstrations have been hijacked by the ODM, who have brought in some of their top political heavyweights now who are in current Ruto's government, if they are nominated to the cabinet secretaries. We are talking about Hassan Joe, we are talking about Opio Adai, we are talking about Wycliffe Oparanya, and we also have John Mbandi, who have been nominated by William Samoei Ruto to be in his cabinet. All in all, we need to have a progressive Kenya, and we hope that they will work and deliver to the youth. And it's a very nice move by Kasmuel and Eric Omondi, and I think what they have suggested will help us in the coming near future. And as Gen Z's, our hope is to see a new Kenya that represents us all. We need to see Kenyans, youths having jobs. We need to see accountability. We need to see the end to corruption here, and we need to see fair distributions of resources. Remember that the president has made changes in his government, which we are waiting to see the impact that they will bring in when it comes to service delivery. And when now the new cabinet will be voted in, their work will be now to bring in all Kenyans to work and to make sure that we progress economically, we progress well as a country, so that we can have a bright future for all Kenyans. We also have a section of Gen Zs who think that it's the high time they have representatives who will represent their demands, or who will represent their opinions in the government. I don't know what's your take about Gen Zs having their own leaders who they will be answerable to. And remember that they have said that they are tribalists, they are leaderless. So I don't know what's your take about Gen Zs having their own leaders who will represent them. Anyway, guys, let us give our president time to work, and we will be watching to see if he will really deliver our demands as youths, and as Kenyans. Remember that peace is very important, and peace is paramount in our lives. Let us not ban our country, Kenya. Let us make sure that we have boundaries as we push for our demands as Gen Zs. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel, share, comment, so that we can grow together as a community. See you in the next video. Bye bye. I'm out.